Sashimi.
Yes.
On the,
Sashimi.
Tell me what you
Dude,
saw.
I'm so far.
Okay, so
It's so big of a game,
I
though.
just beat Act 1. James is giving me shit for not having completed everything on the map in Act 1. And I'm like,
What, the first area?
yeah. And I'm like, okay.
There's so much shit. I still have a couple areas.
I first started the game on PS4.
Yeah.
And I had to restart on PS5. And so fucking, yeah, no, I was doing everything on my original startup. So no, I did not want to do all of that shit
That's
again.
completely fair because at that point you also kind of know it's like this place is worth it, this place has junk, yada yada. So you like I can avoid.
And most of honestly, just following the side quests that they give you, and then just hitting the shit that you find along the way, I find to be the best way of doing it. I don't know if there's really any more point
It's just the
of
part that
doing
you
it than
got.
that. Yeah, so I'm on the second part of the second map area now in Act 2, and it opened up, and then it was all like, oh, and now there's these areas that Mongols might be attacking or whatever. I'm just like, oh my god. And then there's also more shit. There's like fucking 7 new fucking side quests for characters, plus regular side quests, plus legend mythic quests.
Yep.
It's like, holy fuck.
Mythic. The Lex Mythic, whatever it's called, the one where it's 2-player.
Oh, those ones, yeah. That's the Legends mode or whatever.
Yeah, Legends.
But yeah, no, the mythic quests are like the one that you have to do to get like the longbow, the fucking one of the armor sets and shit like that.
Maybe when you get far enough, I'll finally finish my game and then properly give Legends a go. Because I know you and James tried it a little bit, right?
I've gotten to like mission 4 or 5 on it.
Okay,
It's
not bad.
It gets a little rough.
Does
a
it?
little rough, yeah. Especially playing solo, and it's forcibly only 2-player on the story mode, not 4-player like all the other ones. So it gets a little rough. It's kind of, it's very like there's like certain things like gimmicks that'll happen. Like some dudes that'll you have to they'll be glowing a certain color.
Yes.
And so you have to run up to these things to give yourself either like moon or this or that, or you can't damage them without having that weapon type applied to your weapon. And you have to like, there'll be like 3 dudes all different, so you have to apply one of them, kill one of them, go apply the other one, kill the other one. And it's, it gets rough.
Yeah.
The enemies, of course, do fucking basically playing the game on the hardest difficulty on this game. They do that much damage. I mean, even on normal, because I was on easy and I was just like, this is too easy. Because I just wanted to get to that first part. So as soon as I started up Act 2, I turned it back to normal. Because I'm like, all right, normal.
Yeah.
Dude, the scale on that is awful. It's like, okay, there should be an in-between difficulty of like easy normal, because it's like easy, you're too easy, and then normal, it's all like, oh, you wanted to switch it up in difficulty? Oh, that. Hope you were ready for that shit, because I wasn't. Especially now that I just ran into the first commander who's able to fucking set his sword on fire. Fucking asshole.
The third island only gets worse.
And then, of course, I came across one of the, I think, a DLC area or whatever that's all like, oh, yeah, are you sure you want to start this DLC? It's even hard for start this area. It's like a new island or whatever where he goes back to like finish what his father started or whatever. Like, dear God.
Yeah, that's like at the bottom left of the map, huh? Like of the first map. Yeah. Where is the grinding? Actually, wait. Why the fuck am I grinding up anything?
Yeah, Iki Island. It was all like, that sounds icky to me.
We're like icky bicky, right?
Yeah. But I love this game on Kurosawa mode. It's just it makes some things so much more difficult because of the visuals, like finding flowers in some cases, or just generally looting, or enemies kind of coming out of the woodwork because there's no fucking color, and so
Well, my father went to go scare the car.
Camouflage. Well, so this game came out on PC,
And screaming.
and I haven't heard anything bad
We'll
about
check
the
on
port,
that,
so I
Sino.
think it was done good. Like I
Stay
wouldn't have frame issues.
away from the water.
Which Jedi Survivor, great fucking. Did you hear about that? Jedi Survivor being one of my favorite games ever, but I played it on my PC and it ran the worst game I've ever ran on my PC. It was awful. I had to run everything on low. I come out here just because me and James bought it at the same time because we both played the previous one and we both loved it. So he bought it on the PlayStation and played it. It looked and ran 100 times fucking better. I was so I was furious. I'm like it set me down a fucking road to never pre-order. Like I went from not even Cyberpunk, a game before that, where I was like, all right, don't pre-order, right? Like unless you see some stuff, yada yada yada. Yeah, there's so many fucking missions. I feel you. It's overwhelming. Um, but
yeah, there's that. Fuck that.
yeah, that's another. When I started up the game a second time, I need to fucking get that PlayStation back again. Play it.
Yeah, I remember. Plus, you know, you don't want to do too much exploration, at least not before you get your fucking hook, because then you come across some of the
Yes.
shrines that you can't do.
That's super good.
I think, which one
Did
was
I
it?
get my account?
This one? Winding Mountain Shrine, yep.
I think I was able to get mine over to my account. My Yeah, that last area, that last third chunk,
Kamiyagata.
I'm like maybe halfway through that. That area is rough. Uh, so like the first area was kind of like tree, a couple fields, a lot of trees, right?
Mm-hmm.
Second area is very open fieldy, but there's
Yeah,
bamboo
this is like a
forest.
marsh right here.
Yeah, and there's like a bamboo forest up above. The last area, just snow. So
Oh,
your black and white is gonna
yeah.
get 10 times worse.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Still love the grain filter, though. It's fucking awesome.
Can you have that on even not black and white, or is that only? That would be.
There's Kurosawa mode, black and white filter, cinematic experience.
Yeah, it must be the.
I mean, I almost want to do that.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea. I don't know why you don't have projectile indicator on. That's just cheating. That's why I have it on.
What is it?
Projectile indicator.
Oh,
It gives me like old Assassin's Creed vibes because you would get that like flash of
yeah.
red, and then you would have to turn that area and counter.
And this, you just have to listen for Osha, Osha.
Yeah.
And then look and see if the enemies, if the Mongols start crouching, then you're like, oh fuck, they're gonna shoot an arrow, aren't they? Those sons of bitches.
Have you been to an area where you in a camp where you shouldn't have been in there yet?
Yes.
So yeah, if you go to a camp you're not supposed to be in, they'll just help you with arrows.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have enough revives, you'll just be caught in the air, just revive, revive, and just fucking.
Flash bomb, black flash bomb. Whoa, my brain can't process that.
Dark flash bomb effect?
Changes the color of flash bomb screen effects to black.
Oh yeah, so instead of it going white over black.
Yeah, which I mean, that's kind of nice. It's not immersive, but
It's more of a
you know,
blinding effect than blind bomb than a flash bomb.
yeah, exactly. Projectile indicator. This for the black and white probably isn't bad either, though.
Oh, yeah, this is that Hey, Austin, do you want this shirt? So mom bought it for me, and it's like 3X kid, which is like small. Like seriously, it says 3XL.
Oh yeah, that thing is ridiculously small. Yeah, I don't.
It would be like a
I don't even
big
think that'll
crop
fit
top for
me.
I think this is James's shit in here. Or is this an amalgamation? No, this is James's shit. We need. I'm gonna say we need more baskets. Including me. Basket.
Forces easy difficulty. That's awesome. Low intensity combat.
Oh,
Like, just call it easy mode. Call it what it is. Fuck. It's like even easier easy mode.
what? Is that like? I don't know.
Okay, so I love this though. The show masking cutscenes. You know what doesn't count as a cutscene though is the after you come out of a quest or whatever, and you'll be either like standing by your horse or
Yeah,
sitting down by a campfire or something like that. That doesn't count as a cutscene, so your mask is still on. And so I had one point where he's sitting there, mask, cross-legged, cup of tea in his hands, just
Immersion.
yeah,
I
fucking
mean,
with
no,
it.
this is a great immersion game too.
It is, dude. Oh,
You know what pisses me off about this game though? So you've gotten far enough that have you gotten that cutscene where you've assassinated enough people you've got a cutscene?
yes.
Okay. So whether you do, I thought when you got that cutscene, I'm like, fuck, I need to play through this game again and not get the cutscene. Just go samurai, right? Doesn't fucking matter at all
Hmm.
because you have to do that first one, and your
Yeah.
uncle will know only about that first one,
Yeah.
even if you.
And he'll say something, but he's not particularly upset. I just knows after you do save him, he'll just keep going on about we're going to do this like samurai, like samurai. We gotta
Yeah,
be like samurai. I'm just like fuck off. I'll get shit done.
I know. That's what do you mean? They're not samurai. They're fucking Mongol. They're barbarians. If they're not playing by our rules, we can't play by their rules.
I'm going back to title screen for a second because that does apply more options. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. I could be wrong. I guess I'm wrong.
Oh, hide bow. I forgot where that was. Hide bow is one of my
Yeah.
favorite ones.
I turned it off because
You like showing your bow?
yeah,
I hate showing my bow because for me, because my bow is like a different color and flashy. It's like orange or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like the long bow.
yeah.
And my suit is like I don't remember what it was. It wasn't that color though. And I'm like,
Some armors will automatically turn that on though, like the Wanderer's armor. It will not show with the Wanderer's armor, regardless of whether you have that on.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
for whatever reason. But if you have the Ronin armor, Samurai armor, it'll still show up. But the Wanderer's armor, I think, because of the cape, breaking immersion, bow going through cape, I think they don't
Yeah,
do that.
that's fair.
Because then they would have had to have done it in a way that, like, I guess the bow is holding down the cape, or somehow the cape is over
and then
the
at that point,
bow.
I have cape.
Yeah,
So.
so.
Yeah.
I don't care for the mask unless you're wearing the samurai helmets.
Oh, they're making Ghost of Tsushima too.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how I feel about it because I don't know what they're gonna do or expand upon.
Yeah.
Because like the whole point of this game's story was being Ghost,
Yeah.
like going between samurai and having to go into these ways.
If anything, and Tsushima's the area you're in. You're on Tsushima. So, if anything, if they wanted to make a sequel rather than making Ghost of Tsushima 2, maybe make Ghost of this.
But I feel unfortunate. They could do is, you know what? I take that back. I was thinking. I was going to say it would feel too much like the first Ghost of Tsushima and feel like how the Assassin's Creed have been going. But I feel like if you get a different ghost, you could give them a different story besides, I'm a samurai, but I have to be sneaky and get mom rolls.
I got one. I got one for you. Ghost of Iwo Jima.
The fuck? Actually, that'd be pretty fucking. That'd be wild. If there was a ghost, if there was a ghost of Iwo Jima, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Or even, maybe even a tragedy tale, you're bound to lose. You're bound to lose. Even have the whole scene of the dudes fucking putting up the flag, and maybe your guy's just in the back, like,
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind games where you lose as long as it makes sense for you to lose. Fallout 3 pissed me off. Because Fallout 3, unless the original Fallout 3 didn't have this, so in the last room, it's a room filled with it's like radiation. I don't know what's in it, a reactor or whatever. It's full of radiation. You will have just enough time to get to that button, do it, and then you'll die.
Yeah.
There's radiation. But you can have a companion that's a fucking super mutant, immune to radiation, right by your side. And do you know what happens if you say, hey, can you go in there? He goes, nope, you have to do it.
What a dick.
He's like, this is your destiny to die. I'm like, dude, go in there and press the red button.
You're fine. Why do I need to die? You'll be good, man. I'll even cover you halfway, and then I can go halfway back. Like,
yeah, it's like fucking. It's one of my most hated. Like, they eventually changed it so like your character doesn't die, and so you can continue on. Because if not, you go to like a previous checkpoint.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Repeat the game as many times as you fucking want.
Which isn't bad if you want all the information. It's easier than trying to remember to make a save.
I think that would be a good joke. Like, I'm surprised no game has done it, to where they make the fucking PS4 ported, PS5 ported version that has trophies and everything, and one of the trophies is beat the game 5 times in a row. Or whatever fucking reason.
I mean, that'd be an achievement.
Yeah.
That'd be an achievement. And then you get real fucking good at that game. Because the 4th time you're going to be like, oh my god, I fucking get out of the way. Get rid of this guy.
Or, no, I mean, just like because it resets you to the previous spawn point.
Yeah. There you go. Best fight for the achievement. There's absolutely, and there's going to be people that thought like how I thought.
Yeah.
It would go through the game 5 different fucking times. That would be fucking hilarious.
Dude, one thing that I wish they would have done for the Chrono Cross remaster is like actually made a difficulty scaler of some kind, because one of the things about that game is you have to beat it has like 12 different endings. And you have to beat it at different periods of time. So you have to go through the game to the end, and you'll get this egg that allows you to fight the final boss whenever you want. By doing so, you beat the game depending on when you beat it, who your allies are, blah blah blah. You'll get different endings. And there's like 12 of them. But in order to get all of the characters all at once, like you want to actually have all 50 characters on your 49, whatever it is, on your side at one time. You have to have beaten the game 4 times prior at different checkpoints, because those characters that were with you get internally saved. So when you get to a certain point, you use a certain item on a certain thing, it just restores all of those characters back to your party or back into your group. And like I said, you have to beat the game 4 times prior, and the 5th playthrough you'll finally be able to have every character all at once. But there's no difficulty scaling, so you're just getting stronger and stronger, and just going through the game again, stronger and stronger and stronger. until it's basically gone. So, you know, and pretty much on your second playthrough, it's already gone.
By the way, I was gonna say, I know you're going through games right now, and I just remembered, so I re-downloaded it. If you don't have any other big games going on, go play Baldur's Gate 3.
Good point.
And I only say that because I just downloaded it and started to play through. I did 180 hours in that game. It is, I love just restarting.
Yeah.
I want to do evil, but all the evil options for me are like, I don't want to, guys, I don't do anything.
I saw a video that I should watch. Some players all like buying evil playthroughs. Like, they just kind of they're
Evil
not
characters
that
suck
appealing.
because it's always do the bad thing. That's always
Yeah.
what it is. And
Yeah,
it's
very rarely like that's where like Tales of games kind of shine in a little bit because those bad decisions you can make. Like your characters in a lot of those games are kind of like not necessarily evil. Like they are the protagonist, and you can arch them in the direction of choosing the better choices. But by giving it, when you do make bad decisions, sometimes it gives them more of that confliction, like Tales from the Borderlands. With like if you actually decide to like kind of side against it.
they did a great job. That Tales game, even all Tales games, because I know that even like the Batman one, you can go like more the Joker and follow his shit. So you could,
Wolf Among Us, I played that one. That's another good one where you just
that one makes sense.
Total fucking
Where you can do like a good wolf or a bad wolf,
Yeah.
or like murderer. That's okay. I mean, well then I would say those guys do a good job of doing like the
Another game that was actually really good that I wish I would have played through more. The control, the actual combat, and everything is a little like you can tell where they did focus heavily on the storytelling, and so some of the combat was a little lackluster and whatnot. Was that game Vampire with a Y?
Oh yeah.
That's actually like its storyline is really good, and you can kind of be like, how deep do you want to actually accept the vampire side of you? Because you're like, when you start the game, you just become a vampire. You're a doctor, and so that's a very rough transition. Because now you have to fucking drink blood.
That's cool.
So like, yeah, and it's
Being a doctor, you can get
exactly. You can find ways around it
Yeah.
to do it like kind of smart, and it's like 19 fucking.
oh
It's like 19th century shit.
yeah.
It's real early medicine style shit. So
That first Ascending game, downloaded it, free to play. For a free game, I would say it's worth maybe a $40 game. It's not a bad game. It mixes up different games. So it takes like kind of the loot system from Destiny, where enemies drop stuff, missions have rewards. The combat and kind of stuff is from a mixture of like Warframe and Anthem. I doubt you played Anthem.
I played Warframe.
Warframe. So it's like there's different suits, different stuff. You
Okay.
level up, they get stronger. But the weapon system is a bit more like Destiny, where there's some random rolls, there's rarities, and there's different
Yeah.
parts that are rarities.
So it's not as farmy as Warframe.
Not as not as farmy. I don't know yet, because I assume that so you have your suits are the descendants.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm playing Ajax, who throws up shields and gets people the fuck away from me. The other two starters was an ice lady. He's all about control, and then the other guy throws like grenades and fireballs. Like he's just like damage and fuck shit over there. But those guys I assume won't be that hard to get. But like to get people, you have to go far and do different activities to get certain pieces, and then you have to get 3 of the pieces or 4 different pieces. It's like 3 different pieces of the armor and like the essence of the descendant, and then you get all those, which you can buy with money.
Yeah.
Which I looked up, and it's $5 per of those parts, so it'd be $20 to make a character. But let's say you tried 7 times to get that piece, and it's like, fuck it, I'll spend $5 to get that piece. I'm not against that. Or if you really, really want a character, like fuck it's your own money.
Yeah.
But like everything is completely farmable with like percentage chance, stuff like that. So
I hope with like, because it is a purchased game, so in that aspect, yeah, we have to be a little more generous about it, I feel like. But I hope that like the Helldivers thing catches on a little more to where it feels a lot more fair towards that. being able to collect stuff in game.
Yeah.
Of course, if they came out with fucking skins and shit at the rate of games like Fortnite did, it wouldn't matter. Like it, you can farm super credits, but not that. Not to keep up with the fucking
Yeah, well, that's
skin heavy like Fortnite and some shit like that.
yeah, that's something they've done great. It's like you're not getting a lot of credits, but over the thing like 2 or 3 games, you can get $1, you can get 100.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
if you're lucky enough. Or even if you get 2 per game, that's 20 cents.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that shit adds up.
It really does. And you can keep up with it fairly easily, at least to keep up with the battle passes.
Yeah.
You know?
Or at least I don't have to pay $10. I can pay 5, right? I can buy the smaller,
Yeah.
But Destiny could never do that. Just finding silver in a box. Silver is there like.
Yeah, premium. Okay, premium. Premium currency. Got it.
You know what I'm mad about? The fucking new Star Wars game. The
Outlaws.
Outlaws. I just really had an issue with it until now. But when games have a bunch of content they could put in the game and don't, and then make you pay for it.
Oh, yes.
Like if it was something that came out later in like a year and you maybe paid for it, then that's different. Obviously,
Yeah.
work on.
But like this is something that we made specifically for this game. We're not going to put it in normally. You have to buy it,
Yeah, it's scary.
Like if you know that you're working on DLC characters, then it's like okay, they're still working on but oh, this game's coming out. This DLC characters already exist, so we're just gonna drop it and drop the DLC characters too, like that. That's it's waiting on that Kingdom Hearts 4, man.
So that fucking trailer, I mean, you've seen that trailer, right? The one trailer they have out?
I've seen parts of it.
It's fucking wild. It looks like, what's the word I can use to describe that? Intense? It looks more surreal. Like it almost takes the kid element out of the game, and it makes the game look like that Verity game, the in the Toy Story world.
Oh,
That robot game.
Yeah.
It makes it all look like that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that game, from what I understand, is also somewhat not at versus 13, which was later turned into 15.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it very obviously takes some. Artistic liberties from it. Memory chunks.
One more coffee. I do and I don't. Do and I don't. Do and I don't. Do and I do. And I do and I don't. And I do. 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 Okay. Good. Good.
Be careful, my lord.
The thing what stopped me from grinding in FF14 is that fucking item level for that next dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I go, that's fucking ridiculous level. You should just walk around with your sword at all times.
Tracks. Could be human or animal. They lead into the river.
You don't have to poop soon. Especially if you run out of life there.
Something brushed my leg. The tracks continue.
You said something brushed my leg. That's not terrifying.
Brush your leg like some got a hairbrush and you go,
Yeah.
what are you doing? I'm brushing your leg.
Ow. Uh-huh.
Kappa. Or the trap, Kappa.
Fucking Kappa.
Kappa is one.
You're a commie.
Honestly, a lot of lore monsters are not really nice creatures.
Must be Shino's father. The cuts are savage but clean. Possibly from a blade. His killer may have left a trail. More tracks. They went this way. That smell. Cooking fish. It wasn't Kappa. Just thieves and murderers. Monsters just the same.
And all I got for it was a stupid bomb. Vengeance fish. Better than having to catch one ourselves. Cutting an old fool's throat.
Show me your skills!
Killing you will only bring me glory. I've never lost a fight.
He likely stole from Shino's father. A flute. Must have belonged to Shino's father. Dried eel. I will return it to her.
my father.
I'm sorry, Shino.
The Kappa killed him.
Not Kappa. Thieves.
No. Only a demon could do such a thing.
Desperation can bring out the demon in the best of men. Is there somewhere you can go?
Akashima. My aunt is from there.
Did this belong to your father?
Yes. He'll travel to Akashima with me. Thank you. I'll head for towns.
Forget I'm even on that.